So let's bring in meteorologist Andrew Wilson for a check of your local forecast now. Andrew, are you expecting any more rain across the metro today?
Yeah, there's going to be some showers in some spots, Christy, but not for everybody. That's going to be mainly into far north Georgia for this morning. You also saw the anemometer there spinning. That was that little cup instrument you saw there spinning, telling us wind speed. It's actually a weather instrument there, and it tells you that it is kind of breezy up there towards Dahlonega as well. Things are a little different down here in Atlanta, though. Notice that we have some blue sky overhead, even a partly cloudy sky. 76 degrees, the wind at about 9 miles per hour to the west-northwest. Here's where the shower and thunderstorm activity is. So it's mainly staying north of Atlanta. This is what we were expecting. Remember, we were talking about this yesterday morning, that much of the rain chances for today were going to stay into far north Georgia. Now, this was a little bit more robust when it was a little bit further off towards the northwest. You see when it was north of Huntsville, a ton of lightning associated with it, but it's really collapsed as it's moved down to the southeast, as we were expecting. Now, the Storm Prediction Center in Oklahoma has gone ahead and issued a level 1 risk for strong storms in North Georgia for today, but I'm going to tell you, I really think it's more far north Georgia where we had some of those storms collapsing. I really don't think it's going to be too much of an issue, but still keep an eye on the radar for today. We're going to be keeping you updated on everything, of course, right here at 11Alive, just in case anything does happen. If we were to get a strong storm, damaging wind would be the main threat, but again, I really feel like that risk is going to be further off towards the west. Taking a look at the temperatures this morning, we're in the 60s and 70s. It's way more humid. Dew points back into the 60s for many spots. Remember, when we're talking dew points in the 60s, we're talking about humid conditions, not as comfortable as what we were yesterday morning. Looking at the rain chances for today, 30% chance for rain. Again, that's mainly far north Georgia, not so much for the Atlanta area. Isolated storms could be possible there through noon, and then rain chances go down a little bit as we head throughout the latter part of the afternoon. Coming up later in the show, we're going to talk about rain chances for the beginning of your work week.
Andrew, thank you. A developing story this morning out of Gwinnett County. A woman is dead after a shooting at a graduation party. Our Erica Murphy is live for us this morning in Snellville. Erica, what are you learning?
Christy, we've learned that this fatal shooting happened here at the Queens event venue. We are on Stone Mountain Highway in Snellville. This happened on Saturday just before 7:30, and we now know that police have detectives deployed out in the area looking for witnesses and a motive in this case. Now, this all went down in the 3500 block of Stone Mountain Highway. Police say they were called out for reports of a person shot, and when they arrived here, they found one person dead and another being subdued by witnesses. In a press release, police say they believe this was some sort of domestic situation that led to the fatal shooting. Police are not releasing the name of the victim until the family can be notified. They say the suspect is being questioned at the Gwinnett County Police Headquarters right now. Now, Christy, just a few minutes before we went live this morning, the owner of this venue showed up with some other personnel. They're setting up for another party. We did have the opportunity to ask him some questions. He did confirm that this indeed was a graduation party and that this dispute was between family members. Just wanted to share that information with you. Police are also asking that anyone with any information that could help them make more sense of this case should give them a call or Crime Stoppers. Reporting from Snellville, Erica Murphy, 11Alive News.
Still early on in the investigation, information continuing to unfold. Erica, thank you for the latest. We'll stay on top of this to learn more. This morning, Atlanta police are investigating a deadly crash involving a pedestrian. This happened on Campbellton Road just before 5:30 this morning. Police say the driver did stop, but no one has been arrested. Right now, Chamblee police are trying to bring this missing teen back home to her family. This is 15-year-old Paige Gallivan. Police say she was last seen in a long-sleeve gray shirt with a hood on it, black leggings, and tennis shoes. She's about 5'5" with brown hair and brown eyes. Call police if you have any idea where she is. The search also continues this morning for a missing 12-year-old out of Hall County who has not been seen in nearly 2 weeks. And this is Maria Gomez Perez. Dozens from the community have been involved with this search. There is now a $20,000 reward to bring her home. Gomez Perez was last seen leaving her home on Westside Drive on May 29th. She was reported missing the next day. We're told the community will keep searching for her tomorrow. A traffic alert for you this morning. Just hours from now, a popular Midtown intersection is closing. Pedestrian safety at 10th Street and Monroe Drive has been at the center of safety talks for years. Our Teresa Bowles has everything you need to know to get around it.
walkers missing the warnings.
I didn't really notice. I had no idea.
Of the changes to come at 10th and Monroe. This busy intersection will be blocked Sunday to make way for something new. Pedestrians like Chris Driver have been waiting on it for years. He says he lives here on the Beltline and loves taking a run. But when he makes it to Monroe Drive, he uses caution.
I look at this as sort of a turnaround point because there's not as much access going up there. It's kind of hard to see where it goes from here. There's not a lot of clear marking. So hopefully they'll kind of improve that.
Construction crews are hoping to improve that and much more. The Atlanta Beltline explains that this work is expected to create a safer and more accessible path for pedestrians and bikers.
I would love to see more caution lights. I would love to see more lights down the road telling people that pedestrians are near.
Maya Ray will get some of her wishes. The project includes the eventual introduction of a bike lane, a raised pedestrian crossing, and improved signals. But those who step along the East Side Trail are signaling the Atlanta Department of Transportation to take it a step further with the bridge.
To go above the cars, that would be perfect, actually. That would not impede on traffic at all, and then we would have a safe place to walk.
An idea for later, but for the next few days, drivers will need to be on alert of the closures. And with the finished work, Driver hopes it will be easier to stay alert so no one gets hurt.
But you don't want to restrict the flow of traffic that much. But yeah, having a way to have it well marked is, I guess having your cake and eating it too. So you could start with a light and kind of grow from there.
That was Teresa Bowles reporting for us. That intersection right next to Piedmont Park. To get around the closure, there is a detour on Cayuga Street. We have a more in-depth look at that detour up on 11alive.com for you. Early voting continues today in Fulton and Gwinnett counties. Polls opened up in Gwinnett at 9. They open in Fulton County at noon today. For other counties in our area, polls will reopen tomorrow morning. These are runoff elections from last month's general primary. Depending on where you live, your ballot could include big competitions like the race for DeKalb County CEO, Clayton County Sheriff, or U.S. House District 3. Voters we spoke to say with the big decisions they have to make, they are happy to go ahead and cast their ballots early.
It's important to get our ballots casted and to have the conversations with people to start to vote. That's why I did it early.
Early voting runs through Friday, June 14th. Election day is the following Tuesday, June 18th. For more on the candidates and the races that will appear on your ballot, go to 11alive.com/elections. Staying with your election coverage this morning, we have a new edition of The Georgia Vote streaming on 11Alive Plus. This week we hear from Atlanta Mayor Andre Dickens on the water crisis. You can also watch the conversation between 11Alive's Zach Merchant and Georgia House Speaker John Burns about his hopes for the next legislative session. The Georgia Vote streams at 11 a.m. on 11Alive Plus. This morning, we're getting a closer look at a proposal to pay educators and staff in Clayton County. The district shared a post on Facebook Friday that includes a $3,000 increase to salaries for certified staff. There could also be a $1,500 loyalty incentive in August, a $1,000 salary increase in January, and up to $1,250 for attendance per semester. For bus drivers and nutrition workers, there's a possible 4% pay salary increase, that $1,500 loyalty incentive, and pay for attendance as well. But for now, we will have to wait and see if the district approves the budget to cover all of these raises. The countdown continues. This morning we are 47 days away from the opening ceremony for the Summer Olympics, and Paris wants to leave its mark on these games as the greenest in Olympic history. As we know, food is a major part of the culture in Paris, and there is also a focus on reducing food waste. Our Cheryl Preheim has a look.
All eyes are on Paris to deliver a memorable Olympic Games. Organizers are focused on delivering an environmentally sustainable experience, and that includes a leaf over beef approach with food. 60% of meals will be meat-free, a decision that helps reduce the carbon footprint of the event, and imagine no food waste at all. That's what Paris is aiming for.
Everybody is quite conscious about the challenges that we have to feed the world. And being responsible and being respectful of the planet as well. This is the kind of ideas that we're going to have during the Olympics to reduce plastic, to have everything locally sourced and obviously in season, and to try to put the light on vegetables.
There are plenty of mouths to feed during the Olympics, a total of 13 million meals for athletes, volunteers, and media members. Most of the ingredients for those meals will be sourced within 155 miles of Paris, taking full advantage of local farms in France.
The challenge is also in food for nutrition for athletes. It is absolutely important. We will do our best to offer everything they need to be more than better on competitions.
At the Athletes Village, no paper plates for the 15,000 athletes to dine on. They'll eat on washable plates instead. And athletes will get to experience fresh baguettes every day, starting with breakfast. And of course, plenty of mouth-watering pastries, including macaroons, available for all. The Olympics bring people together from all over the world, and Paris plans to do that one bite at a time.
Yeah, you hungry now too? Yeah, me too. Paris organizers will also install free drinking water points throughout the Olympic sites to help reduce the plastic waste. And we should mention all single-use plastic is banned from the Olympics. 11Alive is your official station for the Paris Summer Games. Our Cheryl Preheim and Faith Jesse will bring you coverage leading up to the Olympics and all the way through it. They will be in Paris to take you along for this incredible ride, sharing all of our local Olympian stories. Opening ceremony is July 26th. It's 9:12 on your Sunday morning. Andrew, you do say, hey, watch the skies today. It's not for sure you're going to get some rain, but maybe.
Yeah, you're going to have a chance, especially for areas north of Atlanta. Here in the Atlanta area, our rain chances are going to be a little bit lower. But up towards Dahlonega right now, at the University of North Georgia campus, we do have some raindrops on the lens. A little bit of light to moderate shower activity occurring. A little bit of a skip in our camera there, but that anemometer is spinning. Give it a second here. There it goes. So you see that we do have a little bit of a breeze up there to go along with the showers, but nothing too serious. It's definitely just more of a light to moderate breeze up there towards Dahlonega. Meanwhile, though, you look down towards the airport, much different. You see a lot of blue sky overhead, everything moving smoothly, dry runways. It's dry at Truist Park. You see the sunlight down on the stadium, and then you also see just a few clouds passing overhead in downtown Atlanta. It's a beautiful day the further south that you get. But again, far north Georgia, that's going to be where our rain chances are. You see some of those showers still passing through, mainly moving through portions of even as far south as northern Cherokee County here. Looking up towards Gilmer and Fannin counties, we're also seeing some of those showers. And we had a lot of lightning associated with this earlier on, but that lightning has really calmed down as we've headed throughout the last really 15 to 30 minutes. Now, we're going to take a closer look here. You can see where some of the heavier downpours are moving closer to that I-575 corridor there into far north Cherokee County. You also see up here towards Fannin County, or really, excuse me, just east of Fannin County, looking towards Townsend Union counties, where we have some of the heavier rainfall that's going to be heading towards the Clayton area. But again, we're going to see this mainly stay north of Atlanta and not be a big threat for the Atlanta area. Taking a look also at your severe weather outlook for today, we have a level 1 risk here across much of North Georgia. The Storm Prediction Center has decided to put this out. I think they're just trying to be careful just in case something were to spark up. But really, I would honestly say that the main weather threat for today, severe weather threat, is going to be further off towards the west into portions of Mississippi, stretching into Tupelo, Columbus, all the way up into the Mississippi Delta and Memphis area, and into far western Alabama. I really don't think we're going to see anything severe today ourselves, and Forecast Track kind of picks up on that. Moving through the timeline, here's what we could expect. By 11 a.m., still maybe a few showers and storms into far north Georgia, and things really collapse. Look at 2:30. A lot of sunshine for much of the region, mostly sunny to partly cloudy sky today. Look at these temperatures rising as we head throughout the day too. By 2:30, it's going to be hot, rising into the lower 90s even here in the Atlanta area by about 5:30. Going to have a good amount of sunshine there, and then as we head throughout the overnight hours tonight, maybe a few isolated showers and storms, and then the rain chance for Monday at 7 a.m. mainly south of Atlanta. We do have a 20% chance for rain in from Monday, and that is just because of this. Maybe an isolated shower or two very early in the morning. The afternoon going to be much different. We'll have a frontal boundary pushed down to the south. You see the winds coming out of the north. Drier air will start to move in again, and we are actually going to have a beautiful Monday afternoon. We then move into Tuesday, completely dry, lower humidity even, with temperatures in the 50s and 60s to start the day, rising into the mid to upper 80s for the afternoon, and we continue to stay dry as we head into Wednesday. But then those isolated showers and storms move right back in for Thursday and Friday. Again, pretty low rain chances there. We're not expecting a lot of rainfall throughout the next week because you may see a lot of chances for rain as we head throughout the next 7 days, but we're just not going to have too much rain from that. That 30% chance in for Friday, and then looking at Saturday, that's actually a 20% chance for rain with temperatures rising into the lower 90s.
I'm Reggie Chapman with your sports. Another day, another pitcher called up to start for the Atlanta Braves. Sunday, it will be Braves' first-round draft pick from last year, Hurston Waldrop, who will make his Major League debut Sunday versus the Nationals. But as for Game 3 on Saturday, former Brave Eddie Rosario right there, the 2 RBI double off the wall in the first inning gets them going. A little bit later in this game, C.J. Abrams, who scored right there, decides to do it with the bat, goes the other way, scores another run. Washington led 3-0. They'd actually lead 7-2, top 7 before Sean Murphy leaves the yard. A solo shot cuts the lead to 4, but they wouldn't get any closer than that as the Braves lose their second straight in D.C. by a final of 7-3.
It's a process, and you stay the process, you stay the course, and then you get rolling. You kind of like, where did this start? You look back, and it's like, okay, right there. The beauty of this is we don't have to sit on this for a week. We can get out here tomorrow and change the course.
Super Regional Saturday in Athens with the Dogs looking to take another step towards the College World Series. A win in Game 1 versus NC State would really help. Scoreless in the second inning before disaster really struck for the Dogs. Perfect bunt by Luke Nixon from NC State, who was also safe, scores the first run of the ball game, and it was all downhill for the Dogs. Noah Souls with the bases loaded, doubles down the right field line, clears the bases. It's 4-0 Wolfpack. The very next pitch, Eli Serrano goes yaya, gone. Dogs allow 11 in the second inning and lose 18-1. Matt Stewart was on hand for all that. He'll be back with me tomorrow for game number 2.
Chadwick misjudged it. It's good to see that your guys got some fight without. I know we only scored 1 run, but there's a couple of guys I thought that were trying to hit 10-run homers up there. That just means they care. That just means that they're trying to get us back into the game. And so we got outside of our approach a little bit, but especially there after that second inning. But yeah, we'll respond. We'll be ready to go tomorrow.
We'll be on hand to the WNBA Dream on the road in Chicago, and they had it working from the very jump. It was the usual suspects early, Ryan Howard, and then a little bit later, Alicia Gray knocks down the 3 from the wing. The Dream ripped off a 15-2 run at one point in the first and hit 12 of 22 shots in the first quarter. Never looked back. A nice bounce-back win for the Dream.
Thank you. In your Hero Central this morning is a recent Make-A-Wish recipient. Instead of using her wish for something like going to Disney World, she is using it to give back to sick kids. 15-year-old Taylor Brown needed a bone marrow transplant after being diagnosed with aplastic anemia. And through the ups and downs of the treatment and recovery, music became a source of healing and inspiration. On the 3rd anniversary of her transplant, Taylor donated instruments to the Arthur M. Blank Hospital, and that hospital is set to open in late September. But I think that's a beautiful thing. She's using her own wish to give back to others.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. All right. Keep an eye to the sky today. You are tracking the radar. Don't expect a whole lot of storms, but something to notice.
Yeah, just a few showers mainly into far north Georgia.
Okay. You can dodge the raindrops today. Otherwise, enjoy your Sunday. Thanks for staying with us this morning. And remember, the news always continues online at 11alive.com.